At the core of EMRC's mission is that spirit of liberating education from the confines of a classroom by adapting to the new media technologies for an impactful, resourceful, and meaningful digital repository.
Everyone has to come forward to contribute towards sharing MOOC courses, introducing MOOC courses in his own subject or in her own subject. That is the first challenge. And second challenge, somewhere we are not realizing the problems of the students. I should be blunt here because we have to be aware of the problems of the students. Are we doing justice for the facilities which they require? This is a wonderful platform, the SWA and the MOOCs courses, because the government also has challenges. We don't have that much of human resource, and in future also the problems go on increasing multiple times with the introduction of so many colleges and institutes. The faculty, the human resource will not come overnight. The infrastructure will not come overnight. It will take some time. With 1.4 billion population of our country, we have to think out of box. And one such great idea is this SWIME or MOOCs and so on.
I have seen the importance of these MOOC courses. It's very important because you can have a kind of the classroom type of the lectures and ultimately the students gets benefited. But at the same time, I believe that perhaps we have not been able to project the importance of this center in the right way. I'm sure that many teachers don't know in fact. So therefore, ma'am, it's your duty because you have taken an assignment, you have been given an assignment, there are expectations from you. So not only have the training or conduct of these MOOC courses, but also to have the projection of this center in the very right perspective.
This platform is meant for those who are not able to attend classes in the colleges, in the universities, or who face hardships. And this MOOCs is not only for students, it is for teachers, it's for trainers. I tell you, massive online open course. It's a platform where we have to know about, we have to educate ourselves about it, and we have to pass on this message to the students at colleges, at universities, that you are able to learn through these platforms. And UGC has given us an option that 40% of the credits, earlier it was 20, now it is 40% of the credits a student can obtain through this massive open online courses.
Before we talk about new platforms, new studios, artificial intelligence, new production techniques or new educational technologies, we have to make one thing our greatest strength, and that's our human resource, our people. A techno-advanced EMRC without an inspired team will remain only a facility, but an inspired, motivated, skilled, fulfilled, and valued team can turn even limited resources into something extraordinary. They are the people who start early, and they are the people who stay behind when others have gone home. They solve problems before anyone knows there was a problem. They work with cameras, computers, sound, graphics, editing, documentation, archives, administration, and logistics, often quietly, without recognition.
When India's first MOOC pilot project was assigned to University of Kashmir, EMRC Srinagar, and was lucky enough to produce the first pilot MOOC for MHRD ministry. Not just producing the MOOC because it was a novel concept. People were not knowing what it's all about.
The successful conduct of any academic program is a collective effort, and I sincerely thank each one of you for your dedication, cooperation, and hard work behind the scenes.
The success of a teacher, to my understanding of teaching, is not how many ABCs you have. You can have ABCs, but the real success of a teacher is that if we can graduate as teachers from the level of presence to the level of participation and finally to the level of engagement.
Study webs of active learning for young aspiring minds. That's India's national MOOC platform, which was built to democratize quality higher education for every learner and anywhere. That means that we have to remove geographic and financial barriers to quality education. Then once we prepare these courses, these are being prepared at a very carefully, and they are reviewed and previewed at various stages.
There was a very interesting idea behind Academic Bank of Credits, which was of mobility and freedom. So the idea that a student can earn 4 credits from a Swayam MOOC program, then he would log into his ABC account, then the target university is Kashmir University. He would redeem these 4 credits in Kashmir University, and Kashmir University now, since all the transcripts are part of the DigiLocker platform, so after it is redeemed, it becomes a part of the transcript.
The bottom line for all sorts of flexibility offered by NEP itself is to promote critical thinking, creativity, and to be more innovative. A student is supposed to take 18 to 20 courses of any particular stream. That is actually beauty of NEP itself. You can excel, you can actually have more content, hence more expertise of a particular field.
In 2022, when we adopted National Education Policy, we adopted National Education Policy for undergraduate to start with. And for post-graduation courses, we started NEP in 2025. So we started with undergraduate courses. The idea was that a student can undertake 50% credits outside the host institution. He or she can take up to 40% of credits outside or specifically online. So if a student is required to undertake 160 credits as a part of his academic career, he can at least take 60 plus credits online.
This session thus brought day one to a meaningful close by addressing the crucial mechanisms that ensure academic credibility and recognition of MOOCs. Let's also remember 3 words at the heart of our program, that is integration, visibility, and enrollment. Integration makes MOOCs meaningful, visibility makes them discoverable, and enrollment turns visibility into participation. So with that, we conclude day one. Thank you for being patient listeners throughout the day.
Mobilization is students take action. So making student to take action is the most important thing. So reach the right student with the right message, through the right channel at the right time. The idea is to make it easy for the students to access the information.
I did the first practical in lab with the teacher and the students and with results. So the communication strategies, the mobilization strategies, they evolve over a period of time. The times are going to come. If you don't keep pace with technology, you can't go further. If you keep pace with technology, you'll be worn out.
So you have to understand that if I am offering a course, are these 4 things present in my course? Is access, that means will a person who has a particular thing in mind, will he find the right course or not?
Most of the courses that we have on the Swayam, even law, it comes under undergraduate. So they are the UG courses. So our audience is there in the colleges. But it is better that to have these workshops there in the colleges.
The thing for us as a teachers is to at least contribute something, because this is the digital era. Whether there are lacuna, there are shortcomings, there are difficulties, there are challenges, the digitization is going to come.
As a course coordinator, we are very
blank about several things. We are not sure about how to do a particular thing, what we are supposed to do, because I am new to this as a course coordinator. That is why my experiences are different from the experiences of these experienced course coordinators.
I have got the opportunity to be a part of EMRC. They helped me actually to come in the world of virtual teaching. First, you need to dive into the sea, and then you can actually come up with some solid solutions.
Every recorded lesson can become a lasting institutional resource when it is properly preserved and managed. It is a system that acquires, verifies, catalogs, archives, and provides access to the digital content. This workflow ensures that every program remains authentic, searchable, and available for future educational use. This demonstrates that preservation is actually an investment in future production.
People are not aware about these courses. So what is the role of those SWAM coordinators in the colleges? So now their role is, क्योंकि आप चाहे जितने कम ही अगर colleges आ चुके हैं यहाँ पे, but you can circulate this message to those SWAM जो बनाए गए हैं SWAM coordinators at various colleges, उनको बता सकते हैं what is your role.
So what we do instead, how to break this information, because you got 30 to 40 to 50 visuals for 30 minutes, so use them, okay? Break your information into like 4 or 5 visuals, sequences instead. So instead of having all the information, have key points so it becomes really accessible and easy to read for everybody.
We don't have to let machines replace us. That is the biggest challenge. The real problem is that humans are beginning to think like machines, and that is the real challenge. The real thing is that we put life into those words, because ultimately it's a teacher-student relation.
We have to understand how much of an effort should go or has not gone. That would create something for the generation to deal with that may interest them. We are dealing with digital natives, they know much more than us. You may be the world's best knowledgeable person, but if you don't have a listener, what does it become? A monologue.
Basically, our aim was to provide you some valuable insights into the concepts of MOOCs. And I think EMRC has a role to provide their assistance in every college to establish a MOOC cell in every college. You 4 people are here now. You have to become the brand ambassadors of this initiative.
So I think what Ajad Saab said, the AI, the technology, but I think if you don't keep pace with the AI, you don't keep pace with the technology, you'll be left behind. What was happening once I was a kid in the school is totally different what my kid is studying these days. So I see my kid or the other kids, they think 10 times faster than what I think.
I would like to place on record our special gratitude to all the participants from the university and different colleges who took time from their busy schedule to attend this workshop. The successful conduct of any workshop is a collective effort, and I sincerely thank each one of you for your dedication and hard working in organizing this event.